Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. This is the series in which I tell you how great I am, literally better than you, and I understand, like, you might be typing a comment right now, fuck you, you fucking freak, and I'll be like, guess what? I don't give a shit. I'm better than you. I know I'm better than you. Everyone watching my video who knows who I am knows that I'm better than you. So you can post your comment, you can cry about how bad I am if you want, but we all know who's better. So just, either listen to what I have to say and you can grow and evolve as a human being, or you can just have your little temper tantrum in the comment section and then I'll just block you immediately. So anyway, speaking of people I want to block immediately, this dumb bitch on television and this other dumb bitch on television. So let's just see what they have to say.
I learned everything I knew as a press.
This clip is really like low volume. My apologies. People complained to me. I could edit this video, like I totally could. It's 1000% possible. Except I'm just not going to. So
I learned everything I knew as a press person from watching the War Room and from studying the Clinton campaign. But the Sanders campaign and the Trump campaign, they've taken these things to dark arts of abusing the press, of bullying the press. I mean, what do we miss in terms of paying attention to a squeaky, angry minority and ignoring the majority?
Right. I don't know. Everybody complains to me in the media.
okay. I'd love to know what this dumb bitch has to say in response to the other dumb bitch, but honestly, it's probably for the best, because this is really the essence here. So, MSNBC has been in perpetual meltdown mode for the past 24 or so hours, and it's really just absolutely love to see it. Like, it's just great stuff. Like, watching these rich, pompous losers, these fundamental failure of human beings. Like, again, like, human beings are capable of so much greatness, right? Like the human brain is such an incredibly complex device. The fact that, we haven't been to fucking Jupiter and back yet is just bizarre to me. And I think people like this dumb bitch and the other dumb bitch, the other one's a zombie, like literally like raised from the fucking dead, right? Like the fact that these people are the people on TV is really a testament to just how terrible our society has been crumbling pretty much ever since the 60s. Like the 60s was the last time that the United States of America was even like remotely like if you wanted to make like a list, like a comprehensive list of pretty cool societies where like people are relatively informed, like the 60s, it's up there. But ever since then, it's just like everyone who was cool either died or gave up, and then it's just been a slow brainwashing by people like this who just they've grown up, they've been born and bred in like pedigree societies, like their parents are rich, they're rich, like all their friends are rich. They get paid fucking millions of dollars to say stupid shit, and that's their entire life. That's their entire life. They never have to worry about bills. They never have to worry about like, oh shit, my hours got cut, so I guess I can't feed my child anymore. Oops, what the fuck? Like that's never something that's ever, even for like a remote split second, like ever come across their brain. So they say stupid shit like this. They compare it like a fucking campaign of poor people, literally the continuation of the poor people's campaign of Martin Luther King Jr. They compare that to the dark arts, like, because that's all they got. Because they read Harry Potter all day and they fucking fantasize over transphobic, like, fucking garbage people. Like, ooh, she's so progressive. I love Harry Potter. I've noticed that this is a trend with neoliberal white feminists, as they always cite Harry Potter. And maybe this isn't supposed to be about Harry Potter, but I don't know. If you're a white neoliberal feminist and you're talking about fucking dark arts, chances are you're referencing Harry Potter. I doubt you're referencing the Elder Scrolls, because, you don't even know what video games are, because you're a fucking freak. Anyway, speaking of video games, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, that is correct, not the Philosopher's Stone, but the Sorcerer's Stone. Go fuck yourself if you live across the pond. For the PS1, really good game. Really good game. I'm going to play that again at some point in the near future. And I'm going to shit all over J.K. Rowling when I do it, so look forward to that. But anyway, if you don't understand why people are angry at the media, it's because the media has not talked about working class issues and poor people's issues literally ever. They've never done it. The closest that they get is doing this like virtue signaling. Oh, how are they going to get black voters? The lower income voters. Oh, the non-whites. Oh, like they just lump all non-white people into like, oh, they're poor people, so how are we going to pander to them? That's all they have to do, and that's all that they've been doing for fucking decades and decades. That's why they're a fucking shit show. So it's just hilarious, right? It's hilarious that like like again, it's so out of touch. It's so goddamn out of touch. It's insultingly out of touch. Like it's like if I went to like I don't know, like a homeless shelter, and I was like, wait, you're telling me you're homeless? Well, go buy a house. Like what the fuck? Like like it's like essentially what they're doing. It's like, huh? Well, my mom kicked me out at one point when I was 17, and I just went into a 5-star hotel in the middle of the city. I don't like just go get a hotel room. These people are like they're out of touch. Like that's what's so bizarre about it is like their entire lives. You know what I mean? Like at least like their parents and maybe their parents' parents. Like at least in this bizarre capitalist structure we have, where like we have intergenerational wealth for like a few people but not for everybody, right? Like oh, maybe your great grandfather struggled to get to where they are, and then like your grandfather was like, they understood struggle. They their dad told them stories or whatever, and then your father, probably like heard a few stories from the great grandfather, and that was it, and then they're just stories and everything was fine for them. And then you come along and you just have no concept of like, oh wait, you had no money? Well, why didn't you just go buy some more money? Like again, these people, and I maybe it's possible these people's biographies aren't this. I'm painting with a broad brush right now. 90% of people in media are just garbage, and like they just they have no understanding of what people actually want. Wait, you're telling me this is like one thing that unironically triggers the shit out of me. Like when you Google something, it's like, oh, like I have a health issue, or like, oh, I've got chest pain. Like what does this mean? You Google it, and then the top result is always, well, it could be this. But go ask your doctor. It's like, bitch, what if I don't have a doctor? Like, hello? Like, why don't you just give me the answer? Like, why is this information wrapped behind a fucking predatory health insurance industry? You know what I mean? Like, I've got a fucking fly in my room. Jesus Christ. Anyway, does anyone have that experience of like, oh, something like, my cut is green. What should I do? Let me Google that. Oh, I should go ask my doctor that I don't have. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Oh, I hate people. I really do. I hate the media. And I can't wait to see them crumble. Like, it's totally, this is the thing. Like, I'm 23 years old, right? I would hate to be, like, fucking 50 years old right now. Because, like, when you're 50, like the rest of your life might be pretty cool. But, like, at the same time, you missed, like, half of your life. And that's just kind of shitty. Like, for me, in my instance, like, the first 20 years of my life, I could just, like, I could do without. They were all pretty much garbage. So it's like, it's the idea that I'm like, oh man, maybe by the time I'm 30, we could live in like a relatively decent social democracy and be on like an approach toward like actual socialism. That'd be pretty fucking cool. But like, like I'd hate to be old. And I think that that's one of the problems. With like young people that are in the media generation, like anyone less than 50 who's on like on TV and stuff, they can see the like, oh shit, like I'm gonna have to, oh my, wait a second, so when I walk from Starbucks to the studio, I might not have to see like 15 homeless people. Are you kidding? Oh no! How could it happen? Like these people, it's just like, oh my god, I hate them. I don't know. This has been a little bit of an incoherent rant, but at the same time, they accused us of using dark arts. So can you really blame me for being a little incoherent? I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my best. Jesus Christ. Fucking dark arts. I'll show you some dark arts, you fucking bitch.